Welcome to the Year 10 History Revision video. Use this video to help you prepare for your exam. Remember, it is not a replacement for your notes in your notebook. You must revise from those as well. Year 10 History, World War I Revision. During the war there were two sides, Triple Entente and Triple Alliance. Triple Entente consisted of France, Britain, and Russia. Triple Alliance consisted of Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy. There were both long and short-term causes of World War I. A long-term cause is something that had been happening over a long period of time. A short-term cause is something that happened very close to the event or period we are studying. In order to understand the causes of the First World War, we must first understand some of the relationships between the great powers in Europe in 1914. Britain was alarmed by the growth of German industry, markets, navy, and her demand for colonies. Germany was manufacturing as much as Britain, and other countries were buying goods from Germany instead of Britain. Germany's navy was the most modern in the world. France and Germany. In 1871, Prussia, which was part of Germany, had taken land from France. This land was known as the provinces of Alsace and Lorraine. France wanted it back. France and Britain had forced Germany to back down when it had tried to help Morocco get independence from France. This made the Kaiser look foolish. He wanted revenge. And finally, Austria-Hungary and Russia. In the 1800s, new countries had formed in the Balkans. New states like Greece and Bulgaria were small and could be influenced by their larger neighbours. Both Austria-Hungary wanted to be the one to influence these new states. This caused tension between the two countries. So even before the war, there was much rivalry in Europe between the great powers. Watch the video to understand the long-term causes of World War I.
What caused the devastating First World War? You may be aware of the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. This was, in fact, the trigger which set off the war from a number of underlying causes. These were militarism, alliances, imperialism, and nationalism. Militarism created an arms race out of competition and fear of neighbouring nations. Germany tried to compete in a naval race with Britain, building more and more ships. Alliances were created to check the balance of power between nations. In 1882, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy formed the Triple Alliance. France, Britain, and Russia reacted in 1907 by creating the Triple Entente. Imperialism caused another type of competition and disagreement. The British and French empires made Germany jealous as it tried to colonize parts of Africa. Nationalism created the feeling that countries were better than others and promoted the anti-Austro-Hungarian sentiments in Serbia. 7 young Bosnian Serbs, who were part of the nationalist Black Hand, planned to assassinate Franz Ferdinand, heir to the throne of Austria-Hungary. Get your copy of Simple History, World War I, available on Amazon now.
To recap, the long-term causes of World War I were M for militarism, A for alliances, I for imperialism, and N for nationalism. Militarism means building up armed forces and getting ready for war. Alliances means agreements or promises to defend and help another country. Imperialism, trying to build up an empire. Nationalism, having pride in your country and being willing to defend it. Watch this short clip of the assassination of Franz Ferdinand. The assassination of Franz Ferdinand is a short-term cause of the First World War. It is said to be the spark that ignited the conflict.
Seven young Bosnian Serbs, who were part of the nationalist Black Hand, planned to assassinate Franz Ferdinand, heir to the throne of Austria-Hungary. The first attempt failed when a bomb was thrown at his car. He missed, and the conspirator was arrested. As the car carrying the Archduke went down an alternate route, Gavrilo Princip happened to be there. He shot and killed both Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophie. This caused a crisis where Austria declared war on Serbia, and in response, Russia declared war on Austria. Other nations, obliged by their alliances, joined in, bringing the outbreak of the First World War. Get your copy of Simple History, World War I, available on Amazon now.
Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Franz Ferdinand was the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne. He and his wife Sophie were visiting the city of Sarajevo in Bosnia on the 20th of June 1914. A young Serbian student named Gavrilo Princip had been sent to assassinate him. This was a sign of protest at Austro-Hungarian rule in Bosnia and Serbia. Princip managed to shoot Franz Ferdinand and his wife before he was arrested. This event would set off a chain of events that would lead to World War I.